Alright guys, this is a unique video. I was actually talking to a buddy of mine last night, and we were talking about our first cars and stuff and how we'd like to have them back and all this stuff. And although this is a long shot, I thought this might be worth a try. Anyway, my first car was a 1979 Buick Regal Limited. It's identical in the front as this. Even the brown paint on the header is the same color. I got the car, my dad bought it for me in about 1988, 1989. I only had it a short time, maybe a year, and we traded it off for an 81 Buick Regal. We traded in Veneta, Oklahoma at Condrey's Used Cars. Now the car, I actually ended up seeing it in Fairland, Oklahoma in the 90s. The car actually set, I think it might have been a mechanic shop, I'm not sure. It was a little shop there. If you're in Fairland and you turn on that highway, now I'm sorry I don't know the highway names or nothing, but if you turn like you're going to go to Miami, Oklahoma, you know, right there on the main drag of Fairland, or the main highway running through Fairland, that mechanic shop was just a little ways after you turn headed toward Miami on the left there. Now that car sat there, man, it may have been quite a bit through the 90s, maybe into the early 2000s, I am not sure. But when I ended up trying to go back down there, it was probably 10 years ago. It looks like the mechanic shop was out of business. It may be longer than 10 years ago. My years run together anymore, if you know what I mean. But anyway, if you are in Fairland, Oklahoma, and you've lived there a while and you know a lot of people, I'm trying to track down my original car. I'm assuming it probably went to a salvage yard or it got turned into a dirt track car. But I would like to know the outcome of the car, or even if you know where it might be, any leads, anything. I'm not offering a reward or anything. I don't have a lot of money at all. I'm just a lonely guy, but I would like to have my car back to fix up. I'd actually bought this one to fix up as my original car, but nothing beats the real deal, you know what I mean? One thing that makes that Regal unique, besides the dark brown paint, it did have a tan half vinyl top on it. I think they call it a Landau top. It is a limited Regal. It was a V8 car, automatic. It had pillow back crushed velours, like a tan color seats, full bench seat in the front. And it had the chrome 14-inch Buick Rallies. Now the thing that, the reason I knew that that was always my old car when I'd drive by there is these inlays that are supposed to be black on the wheels I'd painted gold. So I know that that was my car, and also there was a dent in the, I believe it was the left front fender. But anyway guys, if you got any info, or even if the car got stripped apart and you may have some pieces laying around, I'd love to know the outcome, or even if you know where the car's at, or if it's still around, or where it's sitting, or even if it's not for sale, I'd still like to go see it, you know. But anyway, before I invest all the time in fixing this one up, that was not my first car, I would rather have my first car, if you know what I mean. But anyway, you can comment below if you got any leads for 79 Buick Regal Limited that was in Fairland, Oklahoma at a mechanic shop in the 90s. It sat out there in front of this place for years with weeds growed up around it. Right out in front of the doors. It seems like there was 2 or 3 cars there, and like I said before, the highways, I don't know what numbers they are, but if you were, you know, driving straight through Fairland, if you turned left, it seemed like there was a gas station right on the corner, and if you turned left like you were going to go to Miami, Oklahoma the back way, that mechanic shop was just a block or 2 maybe, seems like, down there on the left. And I don't know the name of it. I don't even know if it was a mechanic shop. It could have been something else. But anyway, comment below if you know anything.